Happy Republic Day. Welcome to Fuel for Success. In this session, I'm going to talk to you about a question that one of my subscribers asked. He asks, so do we have to prove anything to anyone as long as we are doing our work, living, breathing, and working? It's like, so people comparing themselves. People say, if you're man enough, then do this and show it to me. For example, people say, if you don't play chess, then you're not smart. And if you're smart, play chess and show it to me. Beat me in this game and show it to me. I'm paraphrasing these questions. And if you're smart, speak good English and show it to me. Now, is speaking English a standard that we should go after? And should we feel low compared to people who speak English? Are they more superior than us? People who have got more talent or something that we don't have, are they more superior compared to us? Now, you see, these are really very powerful questions, and I'm going to address these questions, but then let me tell you, this is not going to be a motivation session. I don't do motivation. So let's look at what to do when somebody starts feeling like this, or when you're asked to prove something. All right, so let's get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the keywords from this question. The number one keyword is prove. Okay, that is prove. Can you see this? Prove, prove. So if you look at this word prove, okay, it means something. I have a definition for this. But before talking about it, let's also see that there's another word that's used here, me, all right, me, prove it to me. And then it says, if you are smart, then you should do this. Now, this is what I call if and then rules, okay? If and then rules. So firstly, when we look at the word prove, Prove, and me, what it actually means is, prove to me is P for pointless, R for reputation, O for only, V for validated, E for ego, by your ego, okay? Pointless reputation, only validated by ego. Now, you see, that is what most of us end up doing. We are going behind a reputation. Reputation means, the opinion others hold about us, and sometimes the opinion that we hold about ourselves, the reputation, what we think about ourselves. So there is this reputation here, and it is pointless. Pointless because when you're not good in something, so what is the point proving that you're good? So it's a pointless reputation, and who's validating it? Your ego. Because that is what you want to do. You're like, okay, he just asked me to do this, so I got to do this. I had a friend of mine. He was challenged by his other friends. When we were kids, they were like, if you're bold enough, then climb this tree and show it to us, a tamarind tree. So now he got on an ego trip. That is, he tried to prove himself. That is, create a pointless reputation only to be validated by his ego. So he tried climbing the tree and he wasn't good. He fell and he broke his arm. Now, you see, sometimes you end up damaging yourself physically and even mentally. And then the word me, prove it to me. Me here is, M-E is my ego. M for my and E for ego. So prove it to me. Create a pointless reputation only validated by your ego and do it for my ego. So you see the clash of the egos here. And whenever there's clash of egos, let me tell you, there's frustration, there's irritation, there's anger, there is sadness, and there can be depression as well. So what do we do? Firstly, we need to understand that the if and then rules, if you make use of if and then rules in a very positive way, they'll help you grow. All right. So it's very simple. If I want to be dedicated, then I'm going to get up early in the morning. That's a different thing. But then if I'm man enough, I'm going to climb this tree. If I have this human power in me, I'm going to do that. Now, this gets you on a different trip altogether. So the solution here is very simple. Don't try to prove anything to anybody. You don't owe anything to anybody. Instead, what you do is you raise your standards. You take your game to the next level. You up your game. You don't work from the premise of an ego where you have to prove, where you have to create a pointless reputation. Instead, what you do is you raise your standards, because deep inside, you have this faith, you have this confidence within you that makes you become a better person every day in every way. You realize that you are a work in progress and nobody's perfect. Okay, so it's like this. Let's say this is you. Okay, this is you, and this is your friend or your so-called friend challenging you to do something. Now, why is he challenging you to do something? Because somewhere he knows deep inside that you're not able to do it, and he wants to feel superior. My ego. He wants to serve his ego. That is why he is putting you down. And what happens is there is another party involved here. Now, this person is putting your friend down and he wants to repair his ego. That is why maybe he is putting you down. All right, so don't get into this trap. It's a game that people play. Don't end up being a clay in their hands. They'll mold you the way they want, and it might end up taking a very bad and ugly shape. Okay, so it's very simple. What we need to understand is, let's say if you're not good in something and you really want to do it. So you're here and you want to reach here. You're here and you want to reach here. So before you reach here, there is this thing called the transition period. All right. And when you are in the transition period, you haven't yet mastered that particular skill or talent. And usually the person who's challenging you challenges you during the transition period, because nobody challenges a master. They know that the person is a master and there's no point challenging. You wouldn't challenge Virat Kohli when it comes to cricket. Man, he's a legend. Sachin Tendulkar, these guys are legends. Nobody's going to challenge them. But when you are in this transition period, there are a lot of people who are going to throw rocks at you, okay? Asking you to prove something to them. Don't get into that trap. Know that this is your transition period and you are still traveling and you will reach the destination, and from there is something else that you're going to go for, and you are always a work in progress, and you will not get into the ego trip, creating a pointless reputation only validated by your ego. That is proof, and to others that is, prove it to me. Me is my ego. So if you are wise enough, you're going to get it. Otherwise, what's going to happen is you will keep getting into that ego trip, and you would keep having this friction inside you, irritation inside you, and all that. Chill, man. Life is there to enjoy. Life is not there to prove something to someone with, from the premise of an ego. It's going to hurt a lot of people, and moreover, it's going to damage you. It's going to eat you from within. So don't do that. Be a work in progress and know that you're the best, and everybody can't do everything. You're good at what you do, and another person is good at what he does. And English, the question was about English. Yeah, everybody is not good with English, so be it. So what? It's just a language. That's all, a medium to communicate. And moreover, it's not our native language. We are multicultural. We are multidimensional. So it's okay if you're not good with a certain language. When I go to Kerala, I can't speak Malayalam, so I can't communicate. Does that mean to say I should lose confidence? No. I will respect that language. And if I really want to learn it, I'm going to put in effort. I know that it's going to take some time for me to be there. So be patient with yourself. Be for patient. Be purposeful, be for purposeful, be passionate, be for passionate, but then don't try to be for prove it to others, especially when it becomes negative. Hope this video helps. Like, share, and subscribe, and also hit the bell icon. Follow me on Insta, and if you haven't been a part of my masterclass, be a part of it. You will absolutely love it. I've helped students change their game, be it their academic or personal game, be it their relationships. Okay, I don't do motivation. It is not a motivational session. So go ahead, subscribe, and register for our masterclass. And if you have already, be there for the workshop. Get on board. Let me help you. If you allow me to, I would love to serve you. I would love to help you. This is MD Ahmed. I'll see you in another video. Till then, take charge of your lives. Jai Hind.